explore the gory story of medicine through time. My name is Brother Mortal, keeper of secrets and protector of the living. It seems fortune shines upon you this day, for I hold the books which document the dark histories of this land, providing answers for those unlucky enough to fall into the traps left by the Wizard himself.
Right, so to give a bit of backstory on our journey, we have sailed from here in the port of Cheshire, in the country known as Gaul, also known in the modern day as France. Ooh la la. Now, we could have sailed directly across the English Channel into the port of Dublin or Dover, but that would have meant we'd have a big walk ahead of us, going up past the Forts Londinium, over to Watling Street, and then over to the northwest of Britannia. But fortunately, Grappus is an excellent navigator and he saved us a bit of a trip. So instead, we have sailed from here in the port of Cheshire, in the country known as Gaul, also known in the modern day as France. Ooh la la! And we have sailed round here past Land's End, up past the dreaded country of Wales, and into the port of Deva, or as us Romans called it, Deva, as we're not very good at pronouncing these. Now, when we first set foot on this desolate rock, it was inhabited by about 10 tribes of people, known as Britons, or Celts. These people. Right, so, they didn't wear clothes, like a bunch of weirdos, and they spiked their hair with clay, and lived in mud huts, and pooed in holes in the ground. So every morning when it rained, all the kids would wake up and they'd say, "Excuse me, Mummy, why is my poo floating?" Because they were stupid Britons. Right, so when the Empire finally arrived, of course these things had to change. Some of the Britons decided the Roman way of life wasn't so bad and decided to become part of the Empire. Thanks to all of the lovely things that we had brought over for them, such as decent clothing, proper walls, cats. I must have thanked for that, unless you have some kind of allergy, in which case I do apologise. Let's see, what else? Underfloor heating, and this one went down quite popular, indoor plumbing. So, oh yes, we brought quite a few things over for them. Now, some of the Britons, on the other hand, they weren't really too keen on us Romans, and they decided to kick up a bit of a stink. So, for example, at one point some ginger woman called Boudica tried getting involved. Yeah, she started off somewhere up around here, and well, you see what happened was we had made a deal with her initially, and I will admit us Romans ended up reneging out on that deal, which she was understandably a bit miffed about. So she ended up tearing a path of rampage down through Roman-occupied Britain. She started off somewhere around here near Aboriacum, then she tore her way down through Mancumium, she burned her way through Deva, and eventually managed to make her way all the way down here to Londinium. But we did get the better of her in the end. Oh yes, we had her cornered down in some valley right here, and well, let's just say she felt the full wrath of the Empire! Well, that and some poison. Right, now, eventually, Deva became the largest fortress in the whole of Britannia. We believe it was going to become the next capital of Roman-occupied Britain, as there was an elliptical building built here that was going to have the next governor of Britannia. So this was going to be a pretty big and important place with lots going on. Now, eventually, Deva became so big that we constructed this wall around outside to keep those inside safe, and keep those dirty, smelly Britons at bay. These walls are made of local sandstone. However, some people do take it for granite. Right, okay, we'll just ignore that then, that's perfectly fine. Right, okay, now, problem is, we were meant to have arrived way before this wall was finished. But because some time shenanigans with that boat situation back there, we're now stuck outside with no way of getting in. So that's a bit naff. Fortunately though, the watch house is protected by watchful gatekeepers, who, if we show our allegiance to the Empire, should allow a safe passage through. Now, I've been told that there is a scroll in here with today's passphrase on, so let's have a gander. Right, okay, so today's passphrase is Hail Caesar. Are we creative? Now, we're going to read out that passphrase on the count of 3, and one of 2 things is going to happen. Either we'll be welcomed into Deva with open arms, bread, wine, and a big party! Or they'll think we're Britons trying to sneak our way in, and a mighty cascade of arrows will rain from above and shoot both of us in the face. So, just in case that happens, I'm going to hide in the bear. Right, so, are we ready? Good. 1, 2, 3, Hail Caesar!
You heard him. Open the gate.
Phew, thank the gods for that. Alright, let's see what awaits us inside. If you'd like to follow me, right. Good, come on in, come on in. Okay, right. We now find ourselves inside the fortress walls of Deva. Now, this right here is the market street inside the fortress. This is where you can find many kinds of traders and merchants or builders. For example, right here we have Colas pottery mills. Now, this is where you can find all sorts of things that are selling. And then just a little bit further over, we also have the legionary standard, or the Aquila, of the 20th Legion Valyria Victories. Now, this is the standard of the Legion who was stationed here inside the fortress of Deva, and even helped to build the fortress as it was being established. Now, that is just one of our many soldiers' items right here in Deva. We've got many more. For example, we also have the Shrine to Minerva. Now, Minerva is the Roman goddess of war and wisdom, so it's very handy to have on your side. But just something like now, this is in fact one of the only stone-built Roman shrines in the whole of Britannia, and it is still standing to this very day. Although she does appear a bit more dilapidated than she appears right here. For example, her owl has flown off somewhere, and I do believe her shield has been cast aside into the dirt. But she is still there, just outside the city walls of Deva, around the site of one of our old sandstone quarries. Now, just a few more things before I need to depart. Scattered throughout Deva, we have a series of mutton drones. Now, they all vary in shapes and sizes, from small rolling to big, bright white lights like this. Now, if you see any on your travels today, please feel free to give them a press, and another Roman will come out to give you some information. For example, the one down there will summon forth my friend Pula, who'll be able to say some more about the lovely Roman cuisine we have on display, as this is her area of expertise. She is our camp cook after all. Now, one very last thing before I go. On the table over there, in a jar, we have quite a potent substance known as garum. Now, garum is a type of fermented fish sauce that we have during Roman times, so as I said, it's pretty potent stuff. Now, you can go ahead and give that jar but I would only emphasize a little whiff. I would not recommend sticking your whole nose over the jar and breathing deeply like, as you'll then either end up going sicky on the floor or passing out and also on the floor. Neither's really ideal. Now, I'm afraid I need to leave and return to the port to check up on my ship, but I wish you well on the rest of your journey today, my friend. Farewell, and Roman Victor!
Diet of rations such as pulse. Now, pulse is made from boiled grains, a bit like porridge, but you can add a bit of flavour to it. You can add some garlic, not many, otherwise it can get a little boring with it. What you do is eat a lot of it actually to keep themselves bulked up. They seem to enjoy it though, but you lot look like you could use something a little more luxurious after your time at sea. Well, you are in for a treat. I have been hard at work preparing some elegant dishes for the Centurion's birthday. Oh, I've made so much. Oh, we've definitely got more than enough to share with you. So, the starters, how about some delicious? Oh yes, they are quite the delicacy, and rather hard to get over here, actually. And then how about some lovely cock's brain? Oh, they are only little though, so make sure you have a few to get yourselves full, okay? And they are a little tangy. We've also got some milk-fattened snails. Oh yes. little delicacies are so popular with us Romans, right? Someone once told me that if we were to keep eating them the way that we do, they'll end up extinct. I can't believe that, but we certainly do like to eat a lot. I especially enjoy that with a nice healthy slashing all over. We have actually got some carrot sauce there on the table. In that bottle. Go on, give it a smell. Go on. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff in it. Nothing like a bit of fish good sauce to add a kick to your meal, eh? You're right. Oh dear, you've got a bit of a funny colour. You've got very green looking. Well, don't worry. If you go that way, you can find a tourist there, okay? Oh, may the gods be with you.
Marcus, are you sure we're in the right place? This doesn't really look like a place for getting washed. This looks more like a big fancy pool pie, but no one's swimming.
Very expensive, my stinky unwashed friend. The bathhouse is where we Romans come to wash away our time and your stinky.
Hey, it's not my fault why I feel a bit stinky. I've just come back from a long march.
Don't worry, we're in the right place. So this bathhouse is divided into 3 refrigeration.
Yo, that all sounds a bit complicated. Can't we just take a dip in one of these pools?
Oh, Spensius, we Romans are much more refined than that. We don't just give and dash. No, we must prepare our bodies for the true luxury of cleanliness. First, we must visit the cold
Cold there. Ooh, sounds like a bit chilly in there.
Actually, it's our bed. This is where we sweat and sweat away our troubles. You'll leave feeling like a new man, or at least a very sweaty one.
Yes, well, I am getting a bit sweaty now. So, where's next?
Next is the tepidarium. This is our mild room where the temperature is perfect for relaxing. Not too hot, not too cold. The perfect place to take a nap.
Ooh, a bit like when you find a nice shady spot on a hot and sunny day.
Then we have which is our cold room. Now, this is where you can plunge to a nice pool of icy cold water. After that, you'll feel lovely and refreshed.
Are you mad? Why would I want to take a dip in an icy cold pool of water after sweating like a pig in a hot pot?
Oh, Spensius, the cold water is going to shock your body awake, refreshing your spirit and giving you enough energy to batter 1,000 cakes.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad. But, if I take a dip in one of those pools, it's going to get very dirty. I doubt anyone will want to use it after I've been in it.
That's true, but worry not, because we can get rid of all of that dirt and grime before you go into the water. Now, once you're done sweating in the cold area, what you need to do is cover yourself in olive oil. Rub the oil all over your body, hitting in every nook and cranny, so it mixes in with your sweat and dirt.
But that's...